The music continues on North, South, East and West Bremer Radio. And it's Dua Lupo.
Dua Lipa's
birthday today. Let's cross down to a historical site with the man they called Harold the H. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Now, we're just off here to talk to him about it. Mm-hmm. He's got at least 25 monsters reported in the history of Ipswich. He's going to tell us the best and the worst. So, over to you, Harold.
Yeah, over to me. The Dua Lipa's happy birthday. That's a pretty frightening name, but he's not one of the monsters that's been in Ipswich.
Hey, it's a woman.
Oh, okay. Well, that's even more frightening. Was she born a woman? Anyway, we'll check. Now, these monsters, 25 monsters now, I'll just run through some of the headlines of the reports. Now, these are headlines of the monster stories about Ipswich, or from Ipswich, from the last 160 years. And these are all real headlines. There was Monster Lathe built at Ipswich, Monster Meeting at Ipswich, Monster Entertainment at North Ipswich, Monster Procession, Monster Sports, Monster Bucket Jumping Show, Monster Garden Fete, Monster Indignation Meeting, Monster Methodist Festival. Those Methodists must have been horrendous back then. But anyway, I'll tell you about what I think are the 5 biggest monster stories in Ipswich history.
Over to you.
Now, in 1910, Mr. Joseph Venables, he was a bootmaker of Brisbane Street in Ipswich and a resident of Blackstone Road in Silkstone. Now, he almost needed both arms to carry in a single egg that his leghorn hen laid one morning. This monster egg grabbed the headlines. It was easily the biggest egg of the season and perhaps the biggest in Ipswich history.
Wow.
It measured 8 inches or 20 centimetres in circumference one way and 6.5 inches or 17 centimetres the other. That's almost the size of an emu egg from just a poor little hen house.
I'm feeling it now. I can feel the pain.
Well, in 1916, Mr. Harry Hart led one of his launches to a group of Ipswich residents to tour Moreton Bay. Now, Hart was one of Queensland's best-known pastoralists. He was responsible for sinking one of the deepest artesian bores in the world of more than 2 kilometres in depth. He owned the original Archer Field, which was a property of 15,000 acres. That's Harry Hart. Now, the Ipswich day trippers, they were heading down the south channel of Moreton Bay when they saw a monster turtle lying asleep on the surface. Now, they brought it back to the jetty and it attracted great attention. Mr. Hart sent his car down and it took 7 men to lift it in. The turtle was about 5.5 feet long by 3.5 feet broad and weighed almost 500 pounds. That's 227 kilograms. Now, I was up in Arnhem Land last year and helped lift some big turtles, but this monster was 3 or 4 times bigger than those.
Wow.
Now, in 1917, a monster ox came to the Ipswich show. It was a gigantic Durham ox, that famous breed, weighing 3,000 pounds or 1.361 kilograms. And it measured 12.5 feet or almost 4 feet around the girth. Well, it was just huge. And it was 4 feet across the shoulders. You'll see on my website a photo of just how huge this ox was at the Ipswich show. In 1923, a monster pig came to the Ipswich show. Now, his name was Billy the Pig, and he was claimed to be the largest pig in the world. Now, Billy weighed, wait for it, 1,188 pounds or 539 kilograms.
What was he?
A pig. He was a monster pig. Well, I guess he ate a bit, but he was almost 4 feet in height and over 8 feet long and measured almost 7 feet in girth. Now, that's quite a girth.
That is one big pig.
Yeah, Billy the pig was a Tamworth Berkshire that was bred in New Zealand, where his owner was actually the national jiu-jitsu champion. So Billy was so valuable that when he got a toothache, he was given a gold crown. And I've got some great photos of Billy getting the gold crown as well.
What, the pig?
The pig, yeah, he was worth a fortune because he was so huge. Think of all the bacon rashers you could have.
Holy
Anyway,
hell, don't bring up
finally-
bacon, is it?
Yeah, well, look, in 1928, we'll move on from bacon, because in 1928, a monster calf was born at Glamorganvale, which is just 25k north of Ipswich. The owner was an accountant, Mr. Aubrey John Jack Smallwood. Now, he was the Shire Clerk in both Drayton and Gatton. He also served as a flight lieutenant in the RAF. He's one of yours. And he was in Townsville, flying up to New Guinea during the war. His son was also in the RAF, and he served in Vietnam just before the Battle of Long Tan. But anyway, Smallwood's monster calf, that was a spotted shorthorn, which was born weighing over 104 pounds, almost 50 kilograms. That's a massive baby, and all those women out there will be telling you that. When the calf was born, it was reported that both the calf and Jack Smallwood were in excellent condition. So, Danny, with the monster egg, the monster turtle, the monster ox, the monster pig, and monster calf, I reckon there's no doubt that Ipswich must be in consideration to be the monster capital of Australia. And what about putting up a big egg in Blackstone Street in Silkstone? That's going to bring the tourists. Let's do it.
Yeah, mate, the research that was unbelievable. But that pig, I wonder how long it lives, because pigs live a long time.
Well, I reckon they looked after it because they were doing the dental work, and it would have been bringing in the money for that jiu-jitsu champion in New Zealand, because Billy the Pig toured the world. Oh, toured Australasia, which to us that's the world anyway. But yeah, I reckon he lived a long time then because he made a lot of money.
Now, how do we see this?
Yeah, look, you can find history out there on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. You can get all the videos that I've sent to you, or you can go to my website, historyouthere.com.
Now, I haven't said hello to your sister for a while.
Now, can you remember her name, though?
Sophie.
This is a test. Oh, close. Sophia.
She's got
I
lovely...
could work on getting another sister.
I see. She's got lovely gardens and that. She's always positive. Flowers. Is that how she is?
Well, it is, and that's how this program is. We're always positive here, and everyone we hang around with our families, we're always positive because we love the stories and we love Ipswich. So
I've had a gut
north,
full...
south, east, or west?
Oh, fair enough. I was going to go off then because, you know, Dr. Deb was on this morning, and instead of saying AD now, which is before Christ, it's CE, which is taking the Christ out of it. Can you believe it?
Yeah, well, I still go BC.
I'm not going to stop for these bludgers. They're a minority. They can go and get stuffed. Anyhow, let's be positive. What's Sophia? It's lovely listening to you, Sophia. I'm glad you're listening. And we'll talk to you next week, Harold H.
We'll see you then.
Look forward to it. Great history.